right?
No, I think it's fine.
No, it's fine. Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Yeah, so welcome. Good evening, all of you. Welcome again to this uh, very informative and exciting session again with Jammi Pharma. The entire team is with us. Uh, Dr. Narsimham Jammi, Dr. Anita, Mr. Rachuri Madhusudan. Thank you so much for joining. And today there is a very important session, by the way, because I think weight management, obesity, this is a very common problem for all of us as doctors, as in our society, in our family. We are seeing so many cases are growing, and due to this sedentary lifestyle, due to this gadget life, and most of us were in lockdown from last so many months. So although people were doing certain exercises and certain routine in their households, but still we have seen it has increased after the lockdown as well. And although there are many, just a second, although there are many options, many ways of reducing the weight, however, till now there are side effects, there are so many issues, recurrence, or maybe after some time again weight is coming up. So in Ayurveda also we have so many formulas, so many medicines, so many companies are having weight management products. Still, sometimes there are challenges. Sometimes there are challenges with respect to the stubborn fat to a specific areas like abdomen, thighs, or that kind of stuff. Second is there are comorbid issues like diabetes, hypertension, heart diseases. Age factors are there. So let's understand today, with all those challenges, how we can plan or how we can design a pretty effective weight management protocols as far as Ayurveda is concerned. And Jammi Pharma is one of the oldest Ayurveda company straight away from Tamil Nadu, Chennai. And we have seen, हमने देखा पिछले past sessions में, I personally got comments and I received comments that many of you have already started their products and you all are getting quite effective results. हम तो अपने क्लिनिक में रिजल्ट्स ले रहे हैं काफी अच्छे. इनफैक्ट वेट मैनेजमेंट आज का वेबिनार आई विल बी ऑल्सो अटेंडिंग एज एन ऑडियंस बिकॉज आई ऑल्सो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. Till now I have not explored any product specifically for weight management as far as Jammi Pharma is concerned. So, without wasting much time, let's take it forward. We are right now live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and our website. All of you are watching us live. I request, meanwhile, Dr. Jammi and other panelists, Dr. Neeta and Mr. Madhusudan, will take us through the session. If you have any query, question, you can post. Meanwhile, the talk as well during the presentation also. And after the presentation, we will be discussing your questions with the speakers and the panelists. तो आप सब लोग अपने क्वेश्चंस को पोस्ट कर सकते हैं जैसे भी आपके मन में कोई क्वेश्चन आता है. फील फ्री टू पोस्ट ड्यूरिंग द presentation also. As soon as the presentation will conclude, we will take up your questions. Right, and thank you so much again for joining us. So Dr. Jammi and Dr. Neeta, Dr. Mr. Madhusudan, over to you.
Okay,
thank you.
so basically, what I want to tell you about is that today's program is a very important program because a lot of us have had to deal with this, or us, or our family members, or our friends, or relatives. Uh, Believe it or not, before the COVID actually happened, there was another pandemic worldwide that had been very unnoticed, and that is obesity. Okay, it is nothing less than a pandemic. It has led to so many complications. Obesity has been the cause for several problems, including hypertension, diabetes, then lifestyle diseases, cardiovascular problems. You name it, obesity can be traced back as the singular cause for all of these issues. Now, it is obvious and it is necessary that weight loss is something that has to be addressed. It cannot. One thing we need to understand is that without discipline, right, without determination, we cannot do weight loss in a successful manner. So weight loss is something that we need to make sure that we are tackling in a very safe, sustainable manner. And I'm going to talk about the Ayurvedic way to go about doing weight loss. But if you think that there is some sort of magic pill or some sort of superb remedy that you can take just by taking a syrup or a tablet, and you're going to lose the weight from going from 100 kilos or 98 kilos or something to your required weight, the safe weight, then I'm sorry to disappoint all of you. That is not possible because that will lead to severe side effects. Only drugs will do that, and you will end up dying or you'll end up having several other problems, because that is not the goal here. The goal here is to make sure that you lose weight in a very safe yet sustainable manner, and we do it using Ayurvedic means. And most importantly, like the very famous saying happens, weight loss actually happens in the kitchen, right? You can actually get the are you all able to see my um, uh, slideshow? Is it visible to everybody? Yes. Okay. So thank you. So I'm trying to just hang on. I'm not able to go to the next slide. Just give me 1 second, and I'm going to try to see if I can get this to work. Let me reshare the screen again. Mr. Madhusudan, you're on. You need to be on mute. So I am unable to move past the first slide for whatever reason. I'm trying to see how to go about doing it. Dr. Anita, can I just email you my presentation, and can you see if you can share it?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can mail us as well if you have any issue.
Yeah. Just 1 second. I'm just gonna give it one last shot, and then we'll take it from there.
Maybe you can go to the second slide and then you can start.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the process of obtaining a six-pack starts in the kitchen. This is something that I heard a very famous Hollywood actor say it, and I thought this rang true to for a lot of us. And there are certain rules about weight loss. Okay, this happens only if and when more calories are spent than saved. Think of our body as a bank. Okay, and the what happens when you put more money into the bank than you spend? You're obviously going to end up with a large bank balance. Here, instead of bank balance, instead of money, you can consider money as your weight. So if you're going to keep on adding more and more calories into your body than spending it, what's going to happen to your bank balance, which is your body? It is going to end up becoming bigger and bigger. So that is number one fact of weight loss. You can take how many ever medicines that you want, whatever medicines and formulations, whatever you want to take, you take. Unless you do this number one point where you're spending more calories than you're putting in, you will not lose weight. If anybody tells you otherwise, then they're trying to make a fast buck, and then they're trying to cheat you, and this is not going to work. Of course, there are some very dangerous drugs like narcotic substances, which when used for about a month or so makes you lose a lot of weight. But that is not something that you want to do because you'll end up losing a lot more than just weight. You'll end up losing your life. So there is no magic wand for weight loss. Exercise is important, but you will not start off with exercise. The way we tell you to go about doing your weight loss is going to be very structured. So exercise is important. Sleep is important. I know a lot of you are going to be very happy when you hear that. Sleep is important. I don't want you to oversleep, but it is very important that you sleep for the 6 to 7 hours a day, but you need to sleep at the right time. You cannot sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight and then wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's still 6 hours, but that's not the right. I'd rather you sleep at 10 o'clock in the morning and wake in the evening and wake in the night and wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's good sleep because you need to sleep at the right time. And the most important aspect is diet. Diet is the most important aspect of weight loss, and it needs to be done. If you're not going to pay attention to your diet, you will not get weight loss done. And that's this I will shout from the rooftops. I can make sure if anybody wants to challenge me on that saying I have a magic pill for it, I would like to debate them in a public forum because that's not possible. It's very, very clear. Okay. And also important, remember this, there are different kinds of calories out there. Not all calories are the same. For example, let's take 1 teaspoon of sugar, white sugar. Okay. 1 teaspoon of white sugar contains the same number of calories as 1 teaspoon of country sugar or jaggery. Okay. Same number of calories. But are they the same? The quality of calories, are they the same? No, they are not. Because white sugar is pure poison, whereas jaggery and country sugar are beneficial for the body. So more about this the later part of the talk. But I would like to tell you that the diet is the most important aspect of your weight loss. I'm going to present a case study right now. So this person on the left is the same as this person on the right. The person on the left weighed 97.4 kilos. He was more than obese. So obesity has got several classes. So you have your normal weight, then you have overweight, then you have class 1 obesity, class 2 obesity, and class 3 obesity. So this person on the left, the same person, he was class 3 obese. Okay. So he had gained way more weight than he needed to. It just crept up on him. He found out that his shirts were becoming tight, his pants were becoming tight, and finally he realized that he had to do something about it. So he came to us. We sat with him. We spent a lot of time with him, trying to understand his goals, trying to understand his whole lifestyle and everything. So understand. So please understand that when patients come to us for a weight loss consultation, we spend a lot of time with them. We need at least 1 hour of a conversation with them because we need to talk to them. We'll probe them on various aspects of their lifestyle, what they eat, how much they eat. Everything is taken down and written down in gory detail, and then we give suggestions to them. And so this person was very determined. Was extremely. He understood that his BP was shooting up. He was having major problems. His BP at one point had reached 180 over 140, which is extremely high BP, and he got really worried. And he said, you know what, I need to do something about this. And then we said, we'll definitely help you. So he went. So he was determined. He said, okay, that's it. I'm still very young. I need to make sure that I need to lose my weight because I have a young family to take care of. I have responsibilities and all that. So that's where the whole thing started. So in order for weight loss to work, you actually should really want to lose weight. So if you don't want to lose weight, then you will not lose weight. If you think this is something I'm just going to pop a few pills and take a few powders and churnums and lehiums, forget it. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And if someone promises you that that's what's going to happen, they're lying to you. It's hard work. Losing weight is hard work, but you gained weight over the last 10 to 15 years. Remember that, right? So if you want to lose that in 1 year's time, you're going to have to work hard. Definitely have to work hard, and that's something that is mandatory for weight loss. So if you look at the person who followed this, he was extremely disciplined. He did not cheat. So what I'm showing to you is his the weights that he took at various aspects of his weight loss regimen, weight loss time course. He started off at 97.4, and he was having this analog weighing scale. Okay, where that needle just moves. So we told him no, that analog weight scale is not going to really do anything, because remember this, when a very really obese person is coming to you, he needs to be motivated, right? And nothing motivates him like actually seeing his weight come down on a regular basis, right? Even 100-gram weight loss is a weight loss. And the way you see that is when you have a digital weighing scale. So by the time he was at 92.3, so that's when he got himself a digital weighing scale, because we kept on telling him you need to have a digital weighing scale because you need to be able to track your weight on a daily basis. So he got himself a digital weighing scale 3 months into his weight loss program. And you can see the first one was at 92.3, then 91.2, 89.9, 87.9, 86.9, 85.9, 84.5, 81.3. So he's presently at 81.3. And we told him that he should not be losing any more weight at this point in time. So this is the right weight for him. This is for his height. So we calculate the BMR for his height. This is the appropriate weight. There is a range of weight that you can be, and this is the appropriate weight for him. So this is when we start telling him to start exercising, so that he starts maintaining that weight loss, and he also starts making sure that it's sustainable. So the weight loss regimen followed was this. We were very, very, very clear: no white sugar in any food. So remember this: white sugar is there in all kinds of food without your own knowledge. For example, if you want to take bread, there's white sugar in it. So if you want to take donuts, ketchup, right? Ketchup is filled with white sugar. Okay, so we also tell people that yes, you can have jaggery and country sugar, but in limited quantities. Remember, it's all about the calories. No junk food, period, right? Absolutely no junk food, no burgers, no pizzas. So if you're really serious about weight loss, you will have to sacrifice some things. Okay, let me be very, very clear about it. Okay, and only 2 meals a day. Okay, so please, again, this is my submission to the entire audience. Please show me a single Ayurvedic textbook which says you're supposed to have 3 meals a day. There is no such thing as 3 meals. There is no breakfast. Ayurveda does not have a concept of breakfast. It has only 2 meals a day. Breakfast actually means, you break a fast. That's what breakfast means. Okay. So you're supposed to have breakfast when you actually have a fast. So it is as per Ayurveda, as per our scriptures, as per our system. You do a breakfast only on Dwadashi after fasting on Ekadashi, or any other fast. For example, you do another fast, you do fast during Navaratri, that's when you break a fast. So a breakfast literally means that you break a fast. So it is not you eat in the night and then you have food in the morning. You can't call it breakfast. That's a Western concept. That's the Kellogg's and the General Mills of the world, which want to sell us the cereals, and which want to make a lot of money. So the concept of breakfast does not exist in Ayurveda. Only 2 meals of a day are to be had. Okay, do not have 3 meals a day. Okay, fine. If you're saying, what, I'm used to breakfast, I want to have breakfast, I cannot function without a breakfast, fine enough, fair. Have your breakfast, skip your lunch, and have a supper. Whichever way you want to do it, but you can have only 2 meals a day. This is mandatory. Okay, and then we give them 3 grams of Jammis Adipov TL BID along with honey as Anupana. Again, honey, be very, very, very clear that you get proper Khadi honey, honey that is the Agmark brand honey. Do not go in for any of these fancy names, which clearly has been in the out there in the market right now. The newspapers have carried a big article about this, about how there's a lot of sugar water in honey. So you don't want this, absolutely not. And the calories have to be calculated based on the patient and his goals. I will get more into that in the next few slides, but this is something that you really need to be very aware of. Please remember, weight loss is all about mathematics, okay, and a little bit of Ayurveda. Okay, it's not about magic pills that I keep talking about. Okay, the role of adipose TL in weight loss, it's very important. Like I keep saying, it's not magic. It requires tremendous discipline. You cannot expect the weight gain that you've gained over the last 10 to 15 years to miraculously be lost in a matter of 3 to 6 months without any harmful side effects. Please remember this. It has to be sustained. This is where we as the specialists, we as the people who know and understand the body and understand how it is, we have to guide our patient. If they want to say, what, I have a wedding coming up in the next 6 months, I just got it fixed, I have to lose 20 kilos, you please tell them, boss, please, it's not possible, you're going to fall sick, you need to be present for your wedding, not be in the hospital. So we will make sure you lose weight loss. That is permissible. That is whatever is permissible in 6 months, you will lose, nothing more than that. Okay, so it has to be sustainable, it has to be visible, it has to be not harmful for the body. Adipose TL is a proprietary Ayurvedic preparation that we've come up with that enables the following. One, it increases the metabolism. It's an excellent combination of prebiotic and probiotic components to populate the gut bacteria. And gut bacteria form what is called the microbiome, right? What is a microbiome? The microbiome is a sum total of all the genetic material of the microbes found in the gut, in the human body. It can be, the microbiome can be found in the skin, on the throat, in the stomach. Stomach, very few will survive, but most of your microbiological organisms found in the body are found in the gut. And that gut microbiome is most essential for human health. There are several papers out there. I've been a very big proponent of microbiomics. I've studied it in great detail. I still study microbiomics, the latest works on microbiomics. Please note that the microbiomics are critical for all aspects of human health, especially immunity, especially diabetes, especially obesity, especially irritable bowel syndrome. All of this, the entire human health is determined by the quality and quantity of your microbiome. And guess what? What the Westerners are calling microbiomics, we in Ayurveda have been saying for millennia, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. This is the very essence of Ayurveda. You are what you eat. You eat well, you are well. You don't eat well, you fall sick. That is the essence of Ayurveda. Okay, so this is the importance of adipose TL in weight loss. It increases your metabolism, but like I keep saying, right, it increases metabolism to a certain extent. Beyond a certain point, you have to help yourself, right? So what weight loss you will achieve in a matter of 1.5 years to 2 years, with adipose you will achieve it in about 1 year, 12 months to 13 months. So please understand, again, this is not a magic potion. This is something that is going to help you in your journey to weight loss. It is a definite tool, but this is not the main tool. The main tool is your determination and the food that you eat. So sustainability is the key. We need to make sure that the patient does not fall sick. So we need to make sure that the patient is motivated enough throughout the program. So we recommend buying two things. The investment that you need, apart from the determination, is two things. One is a digital weighing scale. For the reason I told you before, you need to be able to look at even 100-gram decreases in your weight, because that will keep you motivated. That will make sure that you don't feel like giving up. If you buy an analog weight scale, you cannot see it. You cannot see the 100-gram differences in an analog weight scale. And the moment you see that from yesterday to today you've lost 100 grams, you'll be like, you know what, I'm going somewhere. Let's keep doing this. So a digital weight scale is mandatory. And a kitchen scale. The digital weighing scale that is there on the top costs about 2,000 rupees. The kitchen weighing scale that I've showed you on Amazon costs you about 250 rupees. So this is not a big investment to put in for your weight loss, because remember, your entire health depends on this. And we also recommend that you download a calorie app. Like, there are many calorie counting applications out there on Play Store or whatever. So we recommend Healthify Me. Healthify Me has got a list of all cuisine, pan-Indian cuisine, right from idlis and dosas to chana bhatura to Bengali dishes to Gujarati dishes to Kerala, Karnataka. All dishes are there along with the calories per gram. Now, this is very important. Like I said, counting calories is very important to make sure that you know how much you're putting in. Remember what I said in the very beginning. If you're going to put in more calories inside you than what you're going to spend, you're going to gain weight. So you need to make sure that you count the number of calories. Now, what is this counting calories? How do you go about doing it? Again, there is math. I will walk you through this. I'll make sure that you understand how we tell a patient that this is what he has to lose, this is how much he has to eat, this is what it is. So there is again science behind this whole thing. There's the calorie calculation. Now, the person who came to us, so he said, I want to lose 15 kilos. He was 97. He said, I want to be at 82. That's my ideal weight. I want to be at 82. Anywhere between 78 to 82 was his ideal weight. I said, okay, let's shoot for. And I said, what is it? What is the time frame that you're looking for? He said, I want to lose it in 8 to 10 months. So I said, okay, that's a very realistic method to go about doing it, and we will work through how to go about doing it. So basically, the rule of thumb is as follows: for each 1 kilo of weight loss, you need to be at a deficit of approximately 7,000 calories. These are all approximate numbers. Please remember, this is not set in stone. Approximately 7,000 calories needs to be at a deficit. Meaning, if you want to lose 1 kilo, you need to be at a deficit of 7,000 calories. Now, for 15 kilos, It's 7,000 into 15. That is 1,05,000 calories deficit that needs to be spread over a period of 8 months. Okay, so that's approximately 13,125 calories deficit required per month, which means it's about 3,281 calories deficit per week, which is about 468 calories deficit per day. Now, an adult human male needs about 2,000 calories per day to function, to properly function healthily. So he actually burns 2,000 calories a day uh, without doing any exercise. So you're waking up, brushing your teeth, walking from one place to another, going to your office. All of this, your regular sedentary lifestyle burns about 2,000 calories for an adult average male. Okay, please remember this. Now, this 2,000 calories you're going to burn, regardless of whether you exercise or not. This 2,000 calories you need to burn. However, what we don't realize is that we keep eating definitely more than 2,000 calories a day. It just happens. If you're obese, that means you're eating more than 2,000 calories a day. If you're an adult male, for an adult female, the tolerance is much lower. The average adult female burns about 1,500 calories per day, a sedentary lifestyle. So she needs to eat. If she needs to be at a deficit of 468 calories deficit per day, she needs to only consume 1,000 calories. So please remember, this is not a one size fits all solution. This is what we did. This is we trained in this methodology. The patient needs to spend at least 1 hour with us for us to guide him or her, and so we go about making sure that the patient is understands how to go about this whole process. So what we recommend is we have an online consultation. So if you go to our website, there is this beautiful U. I've circled it in red. You go to that, you have a beautiful you bespoke, which is an exclusive program tailored for you, where you can talk to an Ayurvedic specialist. You can talk to any one of us. We will, whoever is available, we'll give you a call. So basically what you need to do is you need to click on that. You click on this talk to an Ayurvedic specialist person, and then you can book an appointment. You schedule an appointment. It's a very simple thing to do. Once you schedule an appointment, our front desk will call you. We'll set up a time with you to figure out when is a good, convenient time that's mutually amenable for both you and the doctors here. And then it's very simple. It's the 500 rupees is charged to make sure that you don't miss your appointment. That's a fully refundable consultation, because we don't believe in consultations without any reason. So whatever the consultation is, it's going to be included in your overall treatment regimen. So that 500 rupees is going to be added back to your kitty. So you don't have to worry about spending an extra 500 rupees for the consultation. It's actually part of this whole process. So basically how this works is, once you schedule a consultation, our front desk will call you to set up a mutually convenient time for a call with our specialist. Our specialist will call you at the scheduled time, and after a discussion, see, it's going to be like I said, you need to give us 1 hour. Our specialist will recommend the appropriate regimen for you based on your body type and condition. Remember, one size does not fit all. Okay, you cannot simply say, okay, this is what Jammi said. He said you have to consume 468 calories less than what I'm normally consuming. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. So we need to understand what you do, what your lifestyle is, what are the diseases you have, any other complications. There's so many things to this whole process. So that the consultation fee will then be adjusted against the cost of your prescription, and it's that easy. So this is basically how that the person whose the picture I showed you, he stuck to the method, he trusted the method, he made sure that he was diligent in taking adipop TL 2 times a day. It has to be taken with honey, it has to be taken with proper honey. So the entire cost for this whole thing, other than the determination that he had, was just 2,000 rupees a month. That is the only thing here as far as the supplementation is concerned. There was no other cost associated with it. The only cost associated with it was the determination and the sheer willpower that the person decided to go about doing it. We have about 4 other people doing it. I had promised you this case study when I first started this Indian Vaidya seminar in early November, or maybe late October. I don't remember when. So we have the data with us. So we wanted to share it with you. So which is why I wanted to make sure that this was a very appropriate time, because remember, the pandemic has led this to a lot of people. A lot of people have gained weight and they're not able to shed it off because exercise. So remember this, right? Exercise is not something that you can automatically lose weight uh, magically, right? You can run for half an hour, you can run for 45 minutes. I mean, you're starting off obese. Please remember, you can't start running for half an hour in one shot, right? So you can only start exercising in a very small, sequential and quick increments, right? So when that happens, you're not going to burn too many calories at all. So your calorie deficit has to come only from your diet, and make sure that you're helping that calorie restriction diet along with the supplement, the increased metabolism supplement that we are giving it to you. So this is basically what weight loss is all about. It is not a magic bullet. It is something that needs to be done. And you please tell people who want to come to you for weight loss that there is no magic associated with it. It requires a lot of motivation, requires a lot of discipline, and a lot of determination. These three things are the most expensive aspects of the weight loss program that we recommend, because we could very easily say, you know what, take this adipose TL, you lose weight. But then who are we cheating? We end up cheating our own common public, and that's never going to get us results in the long run. So what we really want to do is we want to tell people that weight loss starts from within. You need to make sure that you are the guys who are responsible for your weight loss. We can only help you along the way. We will guide you along the way, and we'll show you how to go about doing it. So
Right.
happy to
Thank
take
you so
any
much.
questions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jammi, for again a very informative session. And I think you have touched upon various aspects today, which are very crucial and very important. And I request all of you who have joined late, please rewind this video and see, because this kind of a blueprint and this kind of a protocol is very much required if we follow along with whatever the conventional treatments also we all are following. I think the other dimensions which has been discussed in today's session are very very important. आप लोग प्लीज इसको रिवाइंड करके देखें. It will be a very informative session for all of you. Quickly we can have some questions. So the first question is, some people say eating fruits are good as far as if you are losing weight. So how we will justify this, and what kind of fruits you people have seen in your experience as far as weight management is concerned are beneficial, or can we take all the fruits? Some people are saying okay, banana can increase the weight, or what these kind of things are there. So what do you
Yes.
believe? And as you people are from the scientific background, so maybe you can have some science on that as well.
So very, very important thing to do is, some people say eating fruits is good for losing weight. Absolutely, you need to eat fruits. Fruits and vegetables are mandatory, but eating fruits alone, no, right? Your diet has to be balanced. You need to make sure that you have your carbohydrates, your proteins, your fat. Please remember, you cannot lose weight without actually having fat. So this, you need to have ghee. Make sure you have ghee. Without ghee, you're going to fall sick. So please remember, everything has to be done in the right moderation. That is where we will help you. We will help you tailor your diet as per your lifestyle, as per your culture, as per where you are coming from, what kind of food you eat, all of those kinds of things that we do. We will make sure that we take into it. Now, what kind of fruits? Seasonal fruits. Winter, Nagpur oranges. Okay, and then apples, oranges, very, very good for berries, right? Very good for weight loss. So, bananas. Okay, again, all bananas are not made equal. The Morris bananas, we ask you to keep away from local indigenous varieties, the small ones, the Rastalis, the Nendrapal. We have a lot of different kind of bananas in the south. So we recommend that you can have those bananas, but again in moderation. We whatever we tell you, you have to follow exactly as per the blueprint, and I will guarantee you will lose weight as long as you follow the blueprint that we will share with you. So that's very, very important. So eating fruits is mandatory for weight loss. Absolutely. But not only fruits. You can't eat only fruits and then assume that you're going to lose weight, because you'll fall sick in the long run. How will you explain gut bacteria in terms of Ayurveda? Any specific herbs you found beneficial to improve quality and quantity of microbes apart from yogurt? Absolutely. So even more than yogurt, it's buttermilk that actually helps with the population of the gut bacteria. For example, the buttermilk has a much it's much easier on the stomach as compared to yogurt. And how do I explain gut bacteria in terms of Ayurveda? Because Ayurveda doesn't really talk about bacteria or fungi or protozoans per se, but it has already identified the fact that you need to make sure that you take Triphala on a daily basis. It's a rasayana, and there are so many studies about Triphala where they talk about Triphala being an excellent uh, probiotic. So we've, as a matter of fact, our Adipov TL contains Triphala, but Triphala processed in two kashayams. So it takes about a week to make that particular form of Triphala. We use the Triphala that is recommended in Sahasra Yogam, which is textbook that contains how to make this particular Triphala. So we use that Triphala as part of our Adipov TL. So any specific herbs, absolutely. Gokshara works really well. So this is Adipov TL is a combination of various different herbs that are required for making sure that you have a good environment. So remember, there are two things. I used two terms. I used one was probiotic, the other was prebiotic, right? Probiotic actually means the bacteria that you actually are going to put. So the bacteria found in your curds and yogurt and buttermilk and so many. These are all bacteria that's already found externally that you put inside. So that drink or that supplement is called a probiotic supplement. Now, what's prebiotic? You might be wondering what is prebiotic. Prebiotic is a supplement that you take. So okay, just imagine this: you're putting in a lot of these bacteria into your body, but are they going to be are they going to actually be able to populate your gut? Is the gut environment good enough for it to take seed, right? So if the bacteria can't grow in your gut, what is the use of taking the probiotic? It's useless, right? You're just spending a lot of money in buying a probiotic supplement and then drinking it when you're not able to grow it in you're not able to populate your gut. So in order for you to be able to populate your gut environment has to be amenable, it has to be suited, it has to be made sure that it harbors the right environment for the probiotic bacteria to grow. So that which makes your gut amenable for the growth of probiotic, that supplement is called a prebiotic. So that is what is very important. So a prebiotic is something that makes sure that your probiotic bacteria can grow. So that's what a prebiotic is. So uh, somebody else is, what do you suggest for 5 to 6 meals a day or only 2 meals with strict dieting? I do not suggest 5 to 6 meals a day. That's a Western concept that is not there. So let's be very clear. We are Ayurvedic people, right? We know how Ayurveda works. We know that Ayurveda can do no wrong, and we cannot argue with the success of Ayurveda. We suggest only 2 meals a day. That does not mean that you can't have a fruit in between or you cannot have some nuts in between. All so if you want to call those snacks, eating of a few nuts in between, drinking some green tea without any sugar, having fruits in between, all that is fine. Meals, no. Only 2 meals a day. And I'm not asking you to starve. I'm asking you to eat properly, but I'm asking you to eat the right thing in the right way to make sure that you are eating all the right things. So no, we don't recommend 5 to 6 meals a day. We only recommend 2 meals a day. That's it. That's very, very, very clear about it. What about water? Yes, you need to drink a lot of water. You do need to drink a lot of water. Remember this. Okay, this is something that I need to tell you all. Do you know which part of the day you lose the maximum amount of weight? Can you take a wild guess? It's in the night when you go to sleep. Believe it or not, your body burns up to 700 calories when you go to sleep in the night, because that's when the entire body does your repair work. It makes sure that it takes care of the metabolism, it makes it repairs the tissues, anything that needs to be taken care of in terms of maintenance happens. All of it happens during the night, which is why you need to sleep at night, which is why you really should be worried about making sure you sleep at the right time. So the 6 to 7 hours of sleep that you're going to get has to be done at the right time, from 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the night till 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It cannot be from 1 o'clock in the night till 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning. That is not healthy. You need to sleep at the right time. Okay, so remember this. So your maximum amount of calories is being lost when you're sleeping. So the quality of sleep is good, the quantity of the sleep is also equally important. So both these things are very critical in weight loss, and you need to make sure that you drink a lot of water, because water is a very important component for the weight loss regimen. You drink a lot of 3 to 4 liters of water a day. So you don't have to worry about it. Just keep a bottle right next to you. Keep drinking it when you're talking. It's not rude. If you're going to drink tea or coffee without giving to somebody else, it's rude. But drinking water is an individual thing. Please drink water as many times as you want. I try to drink about 2 to 3 liters of water a day. I wish I could do more, but I tend to forget. But if you want to be on a weight loss program, 3 to 4 liters of water a day is mandatory.
Yeah, and there is one more question, and before getting to the question, I would like to add on three, four aspects here, which we also experience and we also discuss with all our patients. So, one is we need to always check what kind of cooking oil they are using, because that is very, very important in terms of if they are using either a cow ghee or a mustard oil. These two are best, or maybe in South India, coconut oil is there. I will definitely take this question with Dr. Jammi and other people about coconut oil. There is a confusion here in North. Maybe due to the weather, people are able to digest there in South, but here we seems to like get confused whether it will help in like weight management or not. I will just park this question. Otherwise, mustard oil and cow ghee we generally recommend, and apart from other like either the vegetable oils or refined oils on that kind of stuff, at least these are the better options. Second is we always ensure that the wheat they are using, as far as like especially in north, maximum people are using wheat. They are having chapatis, parathas and all, so at least they will have some non-wheat flours in that, or maybe if possible they can replace the entire wheat with other non-wheat flours, because gluten and wheat are very very specifically related to cause rigidity in terms of the weight management or weight loss is concerned. For diabetes also we are practicing this. That is second point specifically I just wanted to share. Third point is, as far as the water is concerned, definitely water helps. However, we need to understand there has to be small portions of water at a regular interval of time, rather than many people are coming that we are taking 2 to 3 glass of water at a stretch, especially in the morning, or so that we can avoid, and we can have small portions at a regular interval of time. Or maybe lukewarm water if acceptable. Lukewarm water is better always to give the boost to the metabolism. Then also, as far as again, somebody if wants to have a strict weight management diet, and as mentioned in the presentation also today about the calorie, so always have this formula which we are applying and using. And after like evening, or maybe lunch till next day morning, although Dr. Jammi was advocating the two course meal, still many people are taking three times as well. So what we do is we ask them not to take carbohydrate after lunch till next day of the breakfast. So in the evening or dinner, try to avoid carbohydrates and take either uh, uh, only vegetables or fruits or that kind of stuff. Second thing is, we think that dal is a protein, but we need to understand it has also as a major component of carbohydrate. So for example, people are used to take dal rice. Rather than that, if they can have a gravy vegetables with rice, that can be better as compared to dal rice, because again the carbohydrate content will be less in the gravy vegetables. Now, there is one more aspect as far as this whole cooking is concerned: destarching. So, whenever somebody is using, for example, they are having rice, so rather than in the pressure cooker, if they are having in the open bowl, and after the first boiling point, if they can remove the water which is having the starch. So, this is a very simple thing which we are asking people, and they are getting good results out of that. So quickly, let me touch upon that coconut oil thing with Dr. Jammi and other people. So, what do you think as far as uh, 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 cooking oil is concerned? And there are some more points I think Mr. Madhusun is also mentioned. So maybe regarding the olive oil and that kind of thing. So maybe we can have a clarification. And second is, couple of doctors are asking. So I request all the doctors. I think many of you are new today. You can quickly share your email ID or contact number. We will directly connect you to the company. As far as products, Dr. Namrata has asked about the products. Dr. Jaiswal is from Aligarh. There is one doctor, Dr. Sudesh. He has shared his email ID. So I request all of you to quickly share your email ID or contact number. And what we will do is we will connect you with the company directly, and you can take whatever the products you want. And as Indian Vaidyas believe that we connect all the doctors directly to the company, and we don't have any commission model, so you can directly deal with the companies and take it forward. So Dr. Jammi and maybe Dr. Anita, any one of you want to add on to that coconut oil thing?
I will address the coconut oil controversy. Yes, there's a lot of varying opinions about coconut oil as far as I'm concerned. But remember this: our bodies have been uniquely developed over, and they've evolved over thousands and thousands of years uh, uh, to digest or metabolize certain things a certain way. Being South Indian, being from this area, we are used to eating a lot of coconut. We are used to eating a lot of coconut oil-based foods, and our bodies over thousands of years has figured out how to use it optimally. Now, suddenly, if you take somebody from the west or somebody from the north and say, you know what, you need to eat coconut oil, they may not be able to metabolize it, and it may not work out the way it ought to be worked out, because certain genes may not be expressed in their bodies the way it may have been in South India. The same thing holds good for chapatis and rotis for diabetes. Somewhere somehow these allopaths have come up to this conclusion, saying that rice is not good for diabetes. You need to take only rotis. News flash for all of you guys: rice is not good for you if you're a North Indian. If you're a South Indian, you cannot be eating rotis instead of rice, because your body does not know how to metabolize the wheat to the extent that the North Indians do. So it is not one size fits all. You cannot have this sort of a blanket statement saying rice is not good for you. That's not correct at all. Absolutely, if you're from South India, I will say you need to stick to what your local cultural cuisine is. You need to maintain that as your baseline foundation. You cannot bring in too many rotis and try to make sure that you supplement that. Where people came up with this information, I have no idea. So the answer to your question, Dr. Piyush, whether you should take coconut oil or anything, here is my 2 cents on this. We recommend unrefined oil, unrefined flour, unrefined sugar. Now, what is unrefined oil? In South India, it can be till oil, because we make a lot of dosas with till oil. So we recommend till oil. So we say anything that's uses the word refined, please avoid. Whereas if it's North India, if it is mustard oil, or if it is ghee, please use that. Please use whatever is local and indigenous to that particular culture. That is what you need to be using. Just because there is a study that says that coconut oil is very good for Alzheimer's does not mean you take in a tablespoon of coconut and have it every day. You may not be able to process it. It may be counterintuitive. So please don't do that. Whatever is local, whatever is indigenous to that particular region, that is what should be had as far as cooking is concerned.
Right, great. So thank you so much again, and I think already we have received some more email IDs and numbers. So I will pass on all these to directly to the Jammi Pharma team, and they will be definitely in touch with you. So again, it was a very informative session, and I think there were some new dimensions to the weight management program, and we will request all of you to be in touch, and moving forward, we will try to uh, get more and more case studies and more these kind of experiences. People who are associated with Jammi Pharma, we are trying to rope in certain other consultants as well. Maybe in future sessions, we will be having them as well. So, Dr. Jammi, any thoughts of next week's session so that we can announce right now, and accordingly we can maybe inform all the people who are right now with us?
So we will be having a session on Mr. Madhusudan. Did you say it was going to be a doctor? That
I, yeah, it will be not ninth. The week after that, ninth means it is 16th, I think so.
Oh yeah, yeah, I understand. So yeah, this doctor we had identified forgot that it was his wedding anniversary on the 9th. So he committed and then he postponed it. So the 9th we will be doing it. We will let you know what the topic is.
In fact,
Sure, no problem.
we slated him for today, but I felt that it would be too cutting it too sharp for him, though he's a good speaker. But I wanted him to be a little bit comfortable with the time. So 16th is the freezed in time now,
So
and
ninth
No problem.
we will We will do it. We will come up with
Sure.
another interesting topic that's
So
different.
just remember,
We will come.
every Tuesday we will have Jammi Pharma with us, and we will definitely try to have more and more sessions for you, so that in a practical way, in a real time way, you people will get to know about the various protocols which they are following with keeping Ayurveda fundamentals intact. And I think if still you have not recovered and you have still not identified their products, one of the best product which we are using is Cystavit, a must product for all of you who are practicing gynecological diseases, PCOD, ovarian cyst. Then they have so many products. Like you can just go through all the sessions we have, because this is the one product which I am using the most. Otherwise, LiveCure we have already started using. It's an excellent product. Thyrogard and Suventris, the gynecological tonic. So many products this company has, and all of them are having good quality Pyrrole DS. I think you should go through the catalog, you should go through the website, you should go through the company brochure, you should talk to them. We will connect all of you to the company people. They are good, they are actually having a quality which is standard, uniform, intact, and a new age Ayurveda being practiced in a best quality manner. So that is the most important aspect which you all need to understand as practitioner. And thank you so much again, Dr. Jammi, Dr. Nita, Mr. Madhusudan, for your time. It was a very well explained session today, and I think it will definitely give new dimensions to all of us as far as weight management is concerned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.